Un video, mami, gente, me encanta esta vaina. Hey guys, what's up? It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite albums. And today I'm going to be doing a quick album review on the new Group Therapy album. I was mature for my age, but I was still a child. So Group Therapy is a hip-hop trio based in California of the US of and it is composed of Jada Grace, Swim, and TJ Online. I'm going to be very quick with this album because I feel like it's been a while since it's been released. It's been on my review, like list of albums to review for a while already, and I believe they're really. It's no big news that I think this is a really good album. I enjoyed this album for the most part. Track 1 is an intro track with some simple soul vocals which work really well. That transitions to American Psycho, which is a very zany first track with distorted guitars, really raw, crazy vocals on this track. It's really huge, it's really nasty. It's like Brockhampton but more updated. Brockhampton in 2023 would sound like this. The track Smiles is a much more low-key jazz rap track with some chopped up pianos. The flows are incredibly impressive on this track. They're really tight. Lyrically, it's about being sad and smiling through the sadness. Then we have Lightspeed, which is, wow, this track grew on me so much. This is a groovy hip house track that is also very moody, murky, and grimy. The beat is very rubbery and tight, and the way, even though the track is like 2.5 minutes long, but the way the track progresses towards the climax and it becomes this really messy, gargled mess is just awesome. And that is followed with something that sounds like the completely opposite. It's danceable, it's catchy with the track How I'm Feeling, which is already one of my favorite songs of the year. It's a soulful dance pop track with summery, catchy vocals, some really lush pianos. I really like the vocals on top, and then you get the okay underneath. It's so robotic, it's so funny, and the outro of the track has so many layers of vocals stacked on top of each other, yet it doesn't sound like a clash of sounds or anything. It still sounds really good. That's My Check is a pretty basic pop rap song, but it has a nice trendy sound to it. Again, it's very Brockhampton. It kind of reminds me of the track Swamp in a lot of ways. So not really my favorite track on the album, but still has its own merits. The track Nasty is another highlight on the album for me. We have a very 2000s rap beat. Sounds like a club rap beat, like something 50 Cent or Eminem would hop on and rap their asses off, except this time on this track it's much more subtle, and then you get the very crazy and unhinged lyrics from the trio, which is awesome. That is followed with Hot, which is again sonically very, very different. We have a bit of drum and bass and a bit of hyperpop here and there, some glitchy productions as well, and some really eccentric, freaky performances to top things off. Followed that with Club Song with a colon and parenthesis, so not happy face. It's a bit of a Frank Ocean-esque ballad, but I guess what held this track down for me a little bit is how clean and sterile it sounds. I wish it's a little nastier, or not nastier, but I wish there's more substance to chew on this track. Following that, we have the track Peak, which is a nearly beatless track. We have some very smooth keyboards, some nice vocal bits, some R&B flavored chorus. It's a really refreshing sounding track. And the track TrunkPoppers.com is a mid-paced summary track with a slow boom bap beat. Again, very 2000s. Very 2000s. The hooks are a little repetitive, but overall I still think the track is really solid. Help Parts 1 and 2 are both pretty experimental tracks, I guess. But essentially, it's a bunch of ideas smashed together. It's kind of half-baked. The beats are kind of one note, and the pitched vocals in part 2 sounds pretty cool, but overall, neither of the tracks really come together to form anything. The track Funk Fest has some post-punk instrumentals and some shouty chants. It's very fun. Definitely one of the strong lead-up singles to the album, and that is followed with Do Your Shit Best Friend, DYSBF, and it is a fun track. Again, it's got some bouncy trap beats and it feels like a freestyle. Maybe it sounded a little too loose for me to really enjoy in terms of beat and structure, but I still appreciate the band going for something fun, and then immediately after that they go for something insanely dramatic, which is the album ending, Still Alive. It's very dramatic, very cinematic ending to the album. We got some heavenly feel-good keyboards, and as if that's not heavenly enough, the track has to end off with some choir vocals. And of course the track is about survival, growing in this very harsh environment, and it's actually really hopeful and really encouraging. So yeah, overall this is a really good album. The trio really flexes their versatility on this album, track after track after track. They really touch on pop, rap, hip house, old school 2000s rap, hyper pop. Like, they go over a lot of genres, and it's really cool. Not every single track work out, and also a lot of the tracks here are pretty derivative, but still they have a lot of potential. I really look forward to whatever they come out next, and I'm feeling a light 8 on this album. So, have you listened to the new Group Therapy album? Comments below, let me know, subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching.